Hello, everyone on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I'm really excited to explain to you what I've just launched and just you being here viewing this with me, guys. Thank you so much for your support, your love, your curiosity, and hopefully, potentially, your purchase. Because that's what I want to go live today, sharing with you what I've launched for the brand new year, 2022. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for being here. Do me a favor, tag somebody, tag a woman, especially a woman of excellence, tag someone who needs to be here with us. All right, my internet is acting up a little bit, but we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. Welcome to the call. Thank you on Facebook for being here with us. I'm also on Instagram. So if you're like, wait, what's happening? I am on Instagram too. And in the link on this live, both on Facebook and Instagram, you can click the link right now, and buy my very first book. I'm not gonna scream. My very first book, you guys. I'm really excited, incredibly scared, because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my all right. But I'm excited to put something out there that really is a piece of me. It's just me. It's me. And being partnered with so amazing brands and companies over the course of 10 years, I've never really done something that's me. I've partnered up with companies, I've partnered up with people, and I've loved that. That's brought me amazing opportunity. But today I'm excited to just share something with you that's all your girl. That's me, okay? And so I just want to thank you guys for being on the line. If you're just joining me, I just launched my very first book. The link is live. You can tap on it right now and buy your first copy. Our first shipment goes out January 15th, and I'm really excited for you guys to see what I've been working on. And so the name of the book is called High Heals, 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 but like healing. Get it? High heels for the woman who wants to heal and step out of her own way. And maybe you don't know, but for the last year, I've been leading an amazing group of women, coaching and mentoring an amazing group of women who are looking to achieve more in their life and really just needing the accountability and the atmosphere to do that. This group, you guys, have brought me so much. I mean, I thought I really understood people. And over the course of 10 years, I've done a lot of work through mentorship and coaching, but intimately working with people on their journey has been mind blowing. There's so much that I've learned. I've really learned how to get more intimate with what people are struggling with. And I've learned that a lot of what we struggle with, we all struggle with, but there is a huge amount of shame and guilt associated with what we go through. So we kind of just sit quietly and think it's just us. Let me change my internet on Instagram so it gets a little better. 1 second. All right, there we go. There we go. Hopefully this works out better for Instagram because they keep pausing. What's up, Facebook? Thank you for joining me. I just launched my first book, and I'm really inspired to write this because of the women that I've been working with for the last year and getting intimate, seeing what they want in their journey, seeing what they want in their finances, what they want in their marriage, what they want in their mindset, in their body, in their life. And this coaching group has really been like a major, huge case study for the book that I am releasing right now called High Heels for the Woman Who Wants to Heal and Step Out of Her Own Way. What I realized is there are a lot of things that happen to us, okay? But there are more things that happen in us. And while we may not always be prepared to combat the things that happen to us, we have got to get better, hopefully you do, to the things that happen in us. And what's happening in us is always way more powerful than what's happening to us, around us, for us. And so in this book, High Heels, I really spoke to some of the behaviors and the patterns that I've dealt with, that I watch my clients deal with, that they can't see. Because when you're in the picture, it's hard to see it. And so that's what this book was motivated by. That's what this book is really going to be filled with, all the ways that we tend to step in our own way and how to catch it before it sabotages our success, how to change that behavior. And I'm really excited, you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on the link, buying my very first book, High Heels. I am so excited to put this out there. I have something now that is just a tiny little glimpse into what I've been able to do over the course of the last year with this amazing group of women. You guys, this year, I finally went into my dashboard, did all the math, 112 women. 112 women, y'all, that's huge. 112 women made a commitment in 2021 to strive for more excellence, to do more, to be more. And they decided to do that with our coaching group. And I don't take that lightly. There are so many places you can go to really make your community or make your tribe. And so I thank God that these 112 women chose this atmosphere, that many of them stayed for the course of the entire year, and that they are still excited about going into 2022 with more growth. If there's any word that I want 2022 to be about, I've been thinking about my word. I'm not one to set resolutions. I have a bunch of goals. Look at the whiteboard, okay? I have goals. They don't stop. They don't look at the whiteboard. They don't wait for the new year. But I do like to pick a word for the year. And my word for this year is evolve. Evolve. We're called to evolve. You and I are called to evolve in our lifetime. And we can greatly impact our family, our children, our community when we decide to do as much evolution as possible in our lifetime. I want to evolve so much that my daughter can turn my ceiling into a floor. What does that mean for you? What does evolution look like for you in 2022? I already warned Instagram, but I'm going to warn Facebook. Listen, it's hot, all right? Your girl is dressed in velour from head to toe because it's New Year's, it's cute, and it's the winter. But I live in Texas, and Texas is drunk right now and doesn't know that it shouldn't be 70 degrees outside. So tip for not messing up your makeup, okay? And keeping yourself looking half decent. All right. We good? Y'all keep me in check here, okay? Help me out, y'all. So my word for the year is evolve. So how do I plan to do that? Well, I plan to evolve by getting closer to my coach, by being more coachable to my coach, by being truthful with the things that I'm struggling with and not just putting them in the back of my head or just kind of sticking them on the bottom of the to-do list. So the way that I want to evolve is intentionally. And I want to encourage you to evolve intentionally. If you're a woman on the line right now, you can go to wandaweb.com and you can see I am launching in a completely new platform and atmosphere for women of excellence. And when I started my program, I just wanted to speak to the woman who wants more. And I still want that. But what I've learned is I've got to tailor to my expertise and my passion. And I'm not for everyone. And that's okay. Okay, I'm also a softie and a yellow, so it's hard for me to admit that. But I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. Who am I for? I am for the women who are already leading, who want to lead, for the women who want to inspire and engage and influence the world. And I want to show those women how to do that more, how to do that while being truthful to who they are, clinging to their real identity, not having to pretend to be something they're not. I want to speak into their mind and their thoughts, change some of the self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs that are there. We all have them. And I want her to know that she's not alone. For the woman of excellence who's been living in isolation and feeling like she's doing everything by herself, that's the woman who needs to join this group. For the woman who has a gem inside of her that she's been questioning or procrastinating. Maybe it's a book or a business. Maybe it is a song. Maybe it's a company. Maybe it's something I don't even know. But for the woman who wants to do more in 2022, and this year she's tired of hearing that she has potential. She actually wants to tap into it. I believe that every single woman has a gem inside of her. And hopefully before she leaves this earth, she can allow God to use it. Because what a shame to let everybody use you except God. And so I want 2022 to be about a community of women that are going to commit to taking the gems that are inside of them and launching them. They don't have to be perfect. You don't got to have all the answers, but we will launch something in 2022. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the second year of our coaching group. I'm excited for hundreds of more women to come into this space who are taking it serious and who want real mental coaching. I call it brain training. If you're in my group, you know my favorite thing to say is let's brain train. Now is the time to create new habits. Now is the time to find those pesky little limiting beliefs. Dig deep, ask yourself why you believe that, and to get rid of it. So I'm excited, guys. If you're just joining me, I just launched my very first book, High Heels. You can click the link right now and buy it. Thank you. And I'm also launching a brand new group coaching community for the women who want to lead, inspire, and engage. This group is for women of excellence who are ready to take it to the next level. Maybe you're ready to crack that first 6 figures, that first 7 figures. I can show you how to do it because I've done it. Maybe you're ready to gain more influence, get more speaking engagements, and to really use your voice. I can show you how to do it because I've done it. Maybe you're ready to lead other women, to lead other groups of people, to become a better parent, a better wife, a better person of excellence. I can help you do that. And I'm so grateful that we're doing this in an atmosphere of mentorship. Guys, mentorship changed my life, like seriously. Prior to mentorship, I didn't realize that I was trying to be what I was seeing, okay? And no shade, but all I was seeing was reality TV women. Like that was the women that I thought were successful and had everything I wanted. I don't come from a community where there's just massive conversations of success. We're usually in survival. And so prior to my mentorship journey 10 years ago, the woman that I looked forward to was probably not the woman I should have been looking forward to being, but I didn't have any other examples. And then I got into an industry that it was a complete male domination. There was very few women, but it was almost perfect. But because there was very few of us, we stuck together and we came together and we helped each other. And so that was my very first time having female mentorship and coaching. And there's nothing wrong with having a male coach. I still have male mentors that are amazing, and I'm so grateful. But there's just something different about a woman that connects with another woman. So hopefully you can click on wandaweb.com, read more about our program. I'm doing it different this year because, I hope I don't regret saying this. What I found was there's so many of us that we think what we need is coaching, when really what we need is healing. We need healing. And so I love you, the woman who's on her healing path. And I want you to get that. But coaching is not therapy. Coaching is not counseling. Coaching is helping you go from where you are to where you want to be. And I had to learn that. I had to learn to be more of that because I love being a good girlfriend. I love being a good counsel, but that's not my gift. My gift is achievement coaching. And I've niched this group this year in 2022 to speak to achievement coaching for women. That means, what is it that you're trying to achieve in 2022? Is it a business? Is it another income? Is it launching a book? Is it launching a program? I just helped the amazing Adrienne Reese launch her very first debt course, which she teaches other people how to reduce debt. Her husband and her did an amazing job, kicked butt, and paid off all their debt during the pandemic, even in an imperfect situation, guys. I have another amazing woman in my organization, Rose Marie, who just closed on another huge deal for her cleaning company that she launched during the pandemic and during this coaching group. I have the amazing Frances Rodriguez, the unbanked banker, who this year is launching her podcast and more content so she can be an expert in her field. That's what I want to do. And I know there's gems inside of you. If you're listening to this and you're like, that's not me. Lies that you tell, the lies that you tell, that is you. You have a gem in you. And if we have to have a one-on-one so I can pull that joker out of you, I will do that. One of my gifts, you guys, really is helping people pull their story out and serve it in a way that's going to inspire and influence others. I don't know what that's called, but I love doing it. And that's what this group is about. So if you're on the line and you're a woman looking for a coaching and mentorship community, like for real coaching, because we keep it all the way accountable in that group, click on wandaweb.com. Go learn more about the program, and you do have to apply, because one of the things I want to do is be very honest with women. And when I feel like what they truly need is counsel or therapy, I recommend them to counsel and therapy. But when we are ready for excellence, we're ready to lead more people, we're ready to start using our voice loudly, confidently, to become an expert in what we're doing, that's the woman that I want to help in 2022. And so, guys, thank you so much. I see I have in the background my dashboard, so I'm seeing the engagements go up. Thank you for clicking the link. Thank you for looking at that. Our very first class is January 7th, and it's an open house, which means if you know someone in my group coaching community, they have permission to invite you to our January 7th launch. And I'm teaching a real master class, okay? I'm teaching a master class about how to set goals. But what I like to do, guys, is I like to first talk about all the toxic ways we've done it first. I like to put all the crap on the table and say, hey, usually when it comes to goal setting, here's all the nonsense you hear. Here's all the things we do that get in the way. Now that we've got that out the way, here's how we can do it in a pure, dignified way that doesn't just drive us crazy and have us chasing all year. Too many goals have you chasing. I don't believe in the hustle mentality. Okay, it's damaging. It does nothing for us. But January 7th, if you know someone in the group, you are invited. You got to know someone in the group. If I'm the only person you know in the group, and then DM me on Instagram, not Facebook, because my messenger is just not a great way to reach me. DM me on Instagram and just type in January 7th masterclass. Invite me, please. Something like that. I'll get my team to go through those messages and send you the link. We're going to be doing it in a private Facebook group, so you'll need to join that group. And I'll be teaching that class January 7th, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I think I said everything, okay? We've got a brand new group coaching community launching right now. You can go check it out, wandaweb.com. If you want to try a little of what this community is about, join us January 7th on our first masterclass of the year. It is open house, so if you know an existing member, you're welcome to come with their invite. If you don't know anyone but me, DM me on Instagram. I'll get you in there. The second thing, which I'm most excited about because I put it myself out there, is my very first book, High Heels for the Woman Who Wants to Heal and Step Out of Her Way. We identify little habits that we do, big habits that we do that really sabotage us, that really kind of create more chaos for us. And I'm really excited because this book is unique. I am the person that writes in all my books. I have books everywhere, but I'm the person that writes in all my books. So what I did in this book is I taught the lesson, I speak about the lesson, I give you examples, I give you stories. It's a book. And then after every chapter, I give you space to write. Oh my God, every book needs to be like this. Okay. Anyone else scribble in their books? Anyone else like sticky note queen everywhere? Okay. So what I did with this book is I made it to where after every chapter you get to write, and after every chapter I ask you thought-provoking questions, because one of the most powerful tools in coaching is asking leading questions, asking the right questions to get people thinking. And so in this book, after every chapter, there's a little space to kind of debrief, to write your notes, to write your favorite takeaways, and I give you coaching questions after every chapter. So guided journal / actually a book. It's really a book. Call it what you want. It's live right now. You can click on the link. You can go to shopwandaweb.com. It's there as well. I also have some fun merch if you're looking for a little gift for you. Anybody else didn't buy themselves anything? That's me. Like, I've been so busy, guys. Like transparent moment. Like, my nails are broken right now. I've been a whole mom this Christmas. I've been a whole auntie this Christmas. I've been a cook, a chef. I've been an elf, right? So if you're busy right now and if you've done nothing for yourself, this is an amazing gift to buy yourself to kick off the new year. Our shipments go out January 15th, but don't wait until then. Get your book now. It's on the website. I'm so grateful. Guys, thank you so much. So here's the last thing that I want to do, because I really don't want to be on here too much. I'm going to be popping in throughout the day and kind of giving you guys some of the, do y'all want some of the behind the scenes to see how it's going? I don't know. Maybe yes. You guys would like to know like How's it go? How's the launch going? I can share that with you. You let me know. The last thing that I want to do is I just want to read a small part of the very first chapter. And I want to leave you with some coaching questions from that first chapter. And I'm really grateful. Before I go, guys, I just want to say this. I really want 2022 to be the year that you do something scary, that you launch what's on your heart. I'm not going to cry. I brought my Q-tip just in case I did, though. Okay. All right. Listen. I really want 2022 to be the year that you just do it. Quit making excuses. Quit saying I'm not ready. Quit saying I need one more person to show me how. Quit saying, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? One of the things I realized with the women that are launching something, I helped them launch, the questions that would pop up. Well, what color should I make it? Or should it be a story or should it be a post? Is pink too loud of a color? Is it too harsh of a color? What kind of font? And these women had such profound, amazing ideas. And they literally would hang up these ideas because they didn't know how to take payments, or they didn't know how to work, make a flyer, or they didn't know how to promote, or they thought they weren't too much of an expert yet. And I would watch this thought process and I would talk to these are my clients, these are my girls, these are my mentees. And I would talk to them and women, what the heck is up with us and perfectionism? I talk about that in my book. I have a whole chapter dedicated to where it comes from, why it happens specifically to women, and how to get rid of it. But I realized that we suffer so much in our head. We're thinking, I'm not enough. I don't know enough. I'm going to mess it up. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be janky. It's going to have mistakes. And I found myself telling every woman leader, it's got to have mistakes. That's the way it happens. There might be people clicking on my link right now to buy a book and it don't work. I'm going to figure it out. There might be people applying for my program right now and all the time slots are taken and they can't get a clarity call with me right now. I'll figure that out when I get off the call. But what I realized was you, women of the world, listen to me. Before you came into this world, all that existed was alone. Before women came into this world, the only thing that existed was loneliness. And then we came into this world, thank you, God. But the number one thing we struggle with the most is loneliness, is isolating thoughts. What a powerful trick of the enemy. Your essence and your presence alone eradicates isolation and loneliness. You were created to get rid of loneliness and isolation in this world. The only thing that existed before women was alone. But now, we wrestle with loneliness. We wrestle with isolation. We wrestle with limiting thoughts. We wrestle with thinking, well, I don't got the right camera, so I can't go live. I don't know how to make a cute flyer, so I'm not going to launch the podcast. My voice isn't perfect. I don't sound like you, so I'm not going to teach the course. And I just want you to flush all of that in 2022. Like, we can't bring that into this year. It's done. It dies. It dies. It has to. It has to. Because every year that you don't do what you're called to do, and you know what I'm talking about, that sneaky little idea that you haven't shared with no one because you're too embarrassed, that book, that course, that song, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Every year you don't do that, more regret and more resentment hardens your heart. And then what God is going to do is he's going to show you other women doing it. And you're going to have this tiny little voice that goes, damn, I want to do it like that. That woman is not your enemy. She's your motivation. This course came together because of other women who helped me. This course came together because of my coach who inspired me. She leads an amazing subscription group herself. This book came together because of all the women in my life who have been inboxing me for years and saying, write the damn book, Wanda. Okay? I'm scared as we speak. But it's okay because I'm already fulfilled because I did it. And my job in 2022 is to help you be honest about the gems that are inside of you, to pull those jokers out and to make it happen this year. We will not live in regret. We will not live in resentment. We refuse to. We will not. That's what I want you to learn. If you don't buy the book, if you don't buy the coaching group, it's okay. If you're just watching this live, thank you. You give me bravery. You help me build my confidence. And I have an amazing community of people around me. I have to say, I do have some privilege because I have amazing people around me. And I've been building that community for over a decade. If you need a community, if you're a woman trying to do it on her own, stop it. Okay, that's the number one mistake I made. I write about that in the book, actually. Isolation is a tool of the enemy because if he can get you alone with your thoughts, he can have you delay. He can have you deny yourself. Your impact, what I've learned, is not even about you. It's about the ripple effect that happens in the communities that are connected to you. So if you're on the live, maybe the only reason you're watching this is for this message right here. Go do it. Launch it. Launch it janky. Launch it trying. Let people see your mistakes. If they really love you, they're going to keep loving you. And the last thing I will tell you is never wear velour when it's 70 degrees outside, because it's the ultimate way to get abundant titty sweat. I love you guys. I'm super grateful. I'm going to read this chapter, a part of this first chapter. And if you can relate, let me know. All right. I'm not going to read the introduction. I'm not going to read the dedication because, child, if I read the dedication, we're going to be all on here crying, boo-hooing, boogers everywhere. And we're not ready for boogers. Not right now. It's too early in the day for boogers. All right. So in this book, what I do is every chapter I call a step, STEP, start to eliminate patterns. Here's why. In my coaching group, in my coaching journey, one of the major things I learned was why people don't change. You might know, have you been the person that you know all the books, you go to all the seminars, you go to all the events, you have the amazing, collection of courses, you signed up for everything, you have the information, but for whatever reason, you don't change, right? You're like, oh, I don't know what it is. Here's one major reason. And I actually got this from Joe Dispenza, who's a neurologist. And I love reading his stuff. It's so geeky. And he talks about one of the patterns that we do that kind of inhibits our growth is we add things without first removing. So for instance, if you're like, I'm going to launch a new diet, I'm going to lose some weight. Awesome. But you got to first talk about the things you got to stop doing, right? You got to stop starting your day with sugar and dairy. You got to stop drinking sodas with every meal. So what happens is we like to add things because it makes us feel good. But the real way to transform is by first removing things and then filling that void with a new habit. They talk about this in the book Atomic Habits as well. Highly recommend that book if you are trying to change all the habits. Highly recommend my coaching group for that too. So what I do in this book is every chapter, I identify a pattern of behavior that's very common for women who are attempting to lead, inspire, get to the next level. When we know we want to grow, we know we want to, I'm ready, but then we pull back because these patterns. And so every chapter we start with a step. STEP. We're going to start to eliminate patterns first. Then I identify a pattern. I tell you a story about it. I give you some insight on it. We get deep into it. And then after the chapter, I give you some coaching questions to kind of think about, ponder, to help you push you a little deeper in that lesson. So what I'm going to do is just read a small part of chapter 1, okay? Chapter 1, step 1. 1. Making commitments to growth, saying yes to challenges, getting excited about new opportunities, or even something as simple as a new book. But we fail to check in first to see if we even have the mental energy or the proper time to execute. Are you guilty of this? I'm starting here for a reason. This is a warning. How many times have you bought the book, bought the journal, the matching gel pen set, and then nothing? Nothing but feeling overwhelmed again. Then you feel bad about yourself for once, again, not finishing. So you go buy another journal. You go buy another book. You buy another course. You binge one more time on your favorite YouTube coach. This is called a cycle. One that ends now. So before we embark on this journey, we're going to be open to the idea of removing before adding. Are you already resisting? Please don't. It's going to get good. This first prompt is very simple. It's about being fair to your growth, being compassionate to yourself, and taking baby steps towards transformation. I'm already proud of you. Wait, already? But I haven't done anything yet. Yes, you have. You're here. You're right in this moment. You're coachable and you're willing. And that is a beautiful place to start. After all, women who don't want to grow don't pick up books like this. So that's the first part of chapter 1. And I'm going to fast forward a little bit because what I love about these chapters is every single one ends with coaching questions. So I'm going to read to you some of the coaching questions that are assigned to chapter 1. All right. Let's make a plan. How will you create time and energy to finish this high heels journey? And let's be specific. Remember, slow is better than never. Is there a time of day or a certain day of the week that you can absolutely designate for yourself? Maybe what you need is to remove or simplify an existing commitment. It's okay to start there. Consider this time with yourself a weekly date, one that you can't miss. And guys, after every chapter, after the journaling part, I leave with an affirmation. Because what I want to do is I want to teach you how to talk to yourself. And so here's the affirmation for chapter 1. I will check in with myself before I commit to anything new. No one, not even myself, needs an immediate yes or no. Before I commit to anything, I will create a plan to clear proper time and mental energy. A good rule of thumb is to always give myself 24 hours before making any new commitment. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Thank you guys so much for being on the line. I just read a small snippet of chapter 1 from my brand new book, High Heels for the Woman Who Wants to Heal and Step Out of Her Own Way, where we identify patterns that need to be eliminated so we can get to our next level. If you want to buy this book, which I hope you do, buy the book. I'm asking you directly. This is a closing question now. Buy the book, click the link. You can buy right there. Our first shipment is going to go out January 15th. I'll be doing that myself. I'm going to give my group behind the scenes everything because I want to inspire these women to launch something in 2022, to really create a gift, pull a gift out and make something. And so if you're in my coaching group, you are going to see a lot of behind the scenes. I'm excited to help you launch something. I'm excited to get you to the next level. Before I go, is it okay if I show y'all my outfit? Okay, because it's a big deal for a mom to get dressed and okay. I love you guys. I'm so grateful. The link is actually live right now. Okay, hold on. Let me not have no cellulite's okay, right? We're still like human beings. So now y'all can see why I was sweating. Okay. Sorry, guys. Instagram can see full body. Facebook cannot. Yes. Why is it an event every time I decide to put real clothes on? I've been so pandemic brainwashed into sweatpants. Can you guys see this shoe? Love it. Okay, shout out Shara Style, my stylist. She picked these shoes out for me like years ago, and they're like a staple now. I love them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being on this live with me. Thank you for having some fun with me today. If you are on the line and you're not a woman, buy the book For a Woman in Your Life. Encourage her to join a community focused on excellence and mentorship. And guys, thank you so much for being here. January 1st, 2022. Before we go, let me just close with some prayer. Let me just pray over you. Let me prophesy over you. Let me speak some good things over you. I'm so grateful for life, God. Thank you. We take nothing for granted. We take nothing for granted. There are people who didn't make it across to 2022. We know that everything that's for us will come to us in 2022. We ask that you strengthen our network, sharpen our vision, remove limiting beliefs, and allow us to surround ourselves with communities and people that are going to help us do exactly that. In 2022, I pray for a demand on myself, a demand on my gift, a demand on my network. Pull out of me what is for me. I give you permission right now to invade my plans and to pull out of me what is for me. I give you authority to create in me a new leader, to sharpen my mindset so that I can reach the masses. I can inspire, influence, and engage just as you did. I thank you in advance for the amazing things that are happening all throughout the communities right now, through everyone attached to me. I ask that their life just be tenfold. Put blessings into their life. Have something happen today that's going to make them go, whoa, this is real. 2022 is already different. I don't worship a calendar. I don't worship a new year, but I'm excited about anything that can push us into the next level. And I thank you in advance. God, I pray too that this book, that it really be filled with your voice, that it can reach the woman that I can't reach, that it can quietly in her own time address the corners of her heart that she's been wrestling with. Would you allow me to be used? Would you allow this voice to be used? I thank you for the energy. I thank you for the resources and the ability to continue this. I thank you that even every day you are revealing to me new parts of my gift and my journey. And I ask that you would do that for my entire network. God, in the year 2022, I want to be surrounded by excellent women who are already ready to step up and lead. I thank you that your daughters can do that we are not forgotten, we are not second class, that before us, all the world knew was alone, and after us, they knew community. Inspire us to engage community. Inspire us to create community. Inspire us to join community. I thank you for everything that's happening in the background, the blessings and the miracles all around us that we don't even see. I know that good things happen. I know that great blessings come, and I know that they're all part of your work. I ask that you be with every woman that's on this call right now. Would you reveal to her gems, her gifts? Would you reveal to her what's for her? Would you call her out into bravery and courage and have her stop playing small? I thank you in advance. I pray all these things in your son's name. All right, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful January 1st. I'll be popping in throughout the day to remind you to get your copy of High Heels. And then just before we even go, I just want to say thank you to all my community, to the people who love me, to all the text messages that have been popping on my phone while I've been live. I thank the people who, they love me when I'm high, they love me when I'm low, the people that are really with me in my corner, the women who have been texting me throughout the week, texting me when I was down, texting me when I was confused and lost, to the people in my community. You know who you are, and I don't take any of you for granted. Whether you're a mentor, a girlfriend, or a mentee, I'm so grateful that you are in my life. I need you more than you ever know. God works through you. He has shown me himself through the women in my life. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you guys so much for being on the live. Now, go buy your copy of High Heels. Shipments coming out in the next couple weeks. January 15th, I'll be shipping. I'll probably go live and share all that with you as well. Thank you guys so much. And for the people that are really on this line, praying that God will give them something to launch in 2022, I want you to really, really dig into that. You never know. What you create might impact me, might impact my daughters, But what I know for sure is it'll impact yours. I love you guys. Bye. Bye, Facebook. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.